We just got here to City Hall. Protesters have marched from North Avenue along with people from both the east side and the west side of Baltimore. Marc is showing you a picture of all of them kind of swarming City Hall lawn.
Somebody back here, I looked like a younger individual, was then taken into custody. Those plastic wraps put on his arms. The sheriff's office then formed a line around him and began moving everybody back, yelling at people to get back, get back. They kind of all moved back over here to outside the courthouse on the side of the building where a lot of people are waiting to see if Officer William Porter will come out this way.
And what you're looking at now is a live picture of the man now free from this trench. You can see he's being carried away in a gurney. He is covered in mud. Again, this man has been buried essentially for the last 4 hours.
This afternoon, this is at Perrin Parkway and Burnwood Road. If you take a look behind me, the bus was turning here on the Perrin Parkway. And if you walk with me a little bit, come this way, you can see a Ford on the other side T-bone the side of that bus. Right now, the car is stuck under there. Now, and thrilled that their child is back home. This after a chaotic situation unfolded right in front of their house here in East Baltimore. Left in his car seat in front of these stairs on a chilly fall day. This is where an 11-month-old baby was found after an Amber Alert prompted a massive search across Baltimore.
Unbelievable. It's ridiculous. It just don't make no sense.
The call came in around 1:30 in East Baltimore along Kane Street. Police say a mother left her toddler in the car with her keys when a teenage boy hopped in and took off.
We initially put information out that this was a carjacking, but we had a bit of a language barrier. There was no force used against the mother to take the vehicle. The keys were in the vehicle.
This Amber Alert was then blasted out, and the search began for a 2009 white Suzuki. A little more than an hour after the Amber Alert was issued, the child was found safely here in Northeast Baltimore, dumped in front of a random house, still in his car seat. Charmaine Wilson and Omar Perrine were both walking along Shannon Drive when they spotted the toddler.
And I thought it was a dog baby. When I went towards the house, it was a real baby.
I just saw like the baby inside there kicking, screaming, just crying.
Wilson says she immediately picked up the baby and got a hold of her husband to call 911.
He was red, he was shivering, he was red in his face, his hands was cold, he didn't have no shoes on.
The toddler was unharmed but was quickly taken to the hospital. A few hours later, just off Pelham Drive in Northeast Baltimore, police locate the white Suzuki, which appears to have been spray painted black. There, they took a juvenile suspect into custody. The family of the child tells WJZ they're beyond relieved to hold their baby again.
My baby okay, I'm okay. Thank you for everything. Thank you for police, for my friends and my family.
I spoke with one witness who said she saw the mother just moments before this happened. Tragedy in the 600 block of Clinton Street as fire ripped through this home. 2 kids who were inside died.
I seen the girl come running out the door with her phone, and then the next thing you know, I look up and it's like in a matter of 5 seconds, the whole second floor went up in a blaze. She lost her 2 babies.
The call came in around 8:50. The fire chief says a 3rd adult was also injured. Arson investigators are on the scene, which is standard procedure when there are fatalities.
It's always hard whenever there's children involved. I've been in this department for over 39 years, and whenever there's children involved, it always really affects you in a way that's very, very hard to describe.
The 2 kids who died have not been identified, but one neighbor says a mother and her 4 children lived in the home, and she just seen the mother moments before the blaze.
They was very respectful. They would do anything for you. They'd give you the shirt off your back.
Her family is full of emotions and they want her killer off the streets. It's a vicious attack that's torn at the hearts of a Park Heights community.
It's just sad. It's just sad. It makes you want to cry.
One that's crushed loved ones of 90-year-old Mary Hines, who was brutalized in her own home.
It's been very hard for our family. It's just that they need to find out who did this to my aunt.
May 4th, police respond to a call for a possible home invasion along the 4500 block of Garden Drive. Police believe the suspect broke in through the back door. When they arrived on scene, they found Hines tied up inside on the floor and say she could barely move.
Brutally assaulted, tied, and left for dead inside of her home.
After being hospitalized for 3 weeks, Hines died early Wednesday morning. Neighbors like Dorothy Brown, who knew the 90-year-old for years, are left outraged.
It was very cowardly to do that to a 90-year-old frail woman.
Hines' 2 nieces describe her bruises when they first visited their aunt in the hospital.
Right here.
He must have drug her inside the house because it looked like a carpet burn.
They now want closure with Hines' killer behind bars.
He need to be brutalized for what he did to a 90-year-old lady.
An investigation that has police pleading for the public's help.